So countries spend billions of dollars trying to get people to behave in a way that is socially desirable, trying to save electricity, use public transportation, help the environment, things like that. People normally don't like to do that. I mean, some of them do, but we don't find enough number of people following this, primarily because, well, it requires change of behavior. And second, they don't think there is enough of a motivation, there's enough benefit for themselves to change their behavior. So in this research, we were trying to see if there is a way for us to motivate people to increase their compliance with such social causes. There's an interesting concept in marketing. It's called anthropomorphism. It's a big-sounding word, but really it's a very simple idea. The idea is that, well, anthropos means human, and a morph is to take shape. So anthropomorphism is the idea that anything that is non-human takes the shape of a human being. In marketing, oftentimes there are these brand characters or even products, cars that have a smiley face in the front, like a grill that has imitates, like Volkswagen Beetle has a smiling face in the front, or the Coke bottle is shaped like a human being. So these human-like traits seems to make people want to connect with the products more and the brands more. People like these brands and products. So we wanted to see if we can use this idea in a social cause domain and see how this anthropomorphism might help people comply more with social causes. So we ran a study in an actual coffee shop. The idea was to see if we could test how anthropomorphizing the cause can change or increase people's compliance. So we had these two different conditions. In one condition, we created this scenario of a fundraising event whereby people were trying to plant more trees. And we designed a poster which showed, like you'll see in this image, of a kind of bruised, injured tree with other tree trunks lying around, with a message saying "Save trees." In the other condition, like in this other image on the right-hand side, we added some two eyes and a mouth to the tree, and the caption was changed to "Save me," as if the tree is talking to the consumer. And then we placed these posters next to the cash counter where people are paying the money. There was an experimenter sitting in the coffee shop all along the time, trying to keep track of how many people actually donated money and how much money was being donated by each person. Interestingly, what we found was that in both conditions, people were generally happy to donate money. People in the non-anthropomorphized condition, the standard condition, almost 40% of the people donated some money, but that percentage increased to almost 65% of people in the anthropomorphized condition. And not only this, the amount of money donated also jumped up. Although the actual amount is small, about 12 cents per person in the standard condition, but that jumped to almost 21 cents per person, which is almost a 70% increase in the amount donated. Well, firstly, I think it's really interesting to see that a simple idea, like just humanizing a cause, seems to make people want to help. We can ask ourselves, why do people do that? It seems that when people are faced with this human entity, they apply these norms or these norms of behavior that are about interpersonal interaction. So we treat the other entity as if we are trying to help another human being. And it's a simple idea, but it seems to help increase or change behavior in a significant manner. People are willing to help because they don't want to feel guilty about not helping another person. Clearly, there are implications for policymakers, for government organizations, for managers, how they can actually change behavior by just employing this very simple tool. I find it's very reassuring that we as humans still care about other humans.